Hey everyone, 0bvious here. It's Saturday, the 13th of June, and been working around the house, kind of getting some things done. We got a couple acres that we try and keep maintained, but we've had a brief respite from a couple of weeks straight of rain, and I'm just enjoying the sunshine while it's out. We've got some storm clouds moving back in, but so I came up to the dump to haul a load of trash up, and I forgot that from 1 to 2 the dump is closed, so that our sanitation engineer Ken can go have lunch. I think everybody deserves lunch. So but the dump closed down from 1 to 2, so I've got about a half an hour. Figured I'd drive up a little bit past the dump and take a rest. Found a nice flat rock to sit on and enjoy the beauty here where I live, and figured I would kind of show you guys around. This is where I live. It's a little valley. We're about 60 miles from Yellowstone. You can see these mountains over here, these beautiful snow-capped mountains. Just on the other side of those mountains is Yellowstone National Park, and that's north of us here, and things are kind of greening up nicely. You know, the sun comes out a little bit more, and we'll get some more grass growing, things like that. I'm so happy to live where I live. There's only about 1,000 people that live in this little town, in this little valley. We're surrounded by mountains. We're above 7,000 feet elevation, and of course you can see that the mountains go up much higher than that. Beautiful. It's a beautiful place to live, and I think that if I couldn't live someplace like this, I would probably go insane. And I think a lot of people, when they come up here and they see this kind of wilderness, they feel like if they had to live here, they'd go insane. And so I know a lot of people are afraid of all this emptiness and this solitude. I know a lot of the young people that come here to visit. I used to work for an organization that we took kids with emotional and behavioral problems, and we took them out into this wilderness, and all over the West really, but man, those kids would get here and they would just be terrified of the silence and the solitude and the open spaces, and they would kind of fill all those gaps with their iPods and their earbuds, things like that. Silence really scares some people. I think we see that when we have a conversation with somebody. Sorry, I'm squinting. I haven't seen the sun for 2 weeks. It's kind of bright. But I think we see that in conversations with people, that we don't like those pauses. We just tend to fill them up with idle chatter. And that's one thing that I love about living out here, is the silence, the solitude. I can this is a 10-minute drive from my house up here, and a lot of people would call this, where I'm sitting, in the middle of nowhere, but it's really only a few minutes from town, and it's out there. It's really nowhere. You can hear that popping you hear in the background is some people down here shooting, target practice. Another great redneck pastime. Ammo's too goddamn scarce and too expensive these days. I'm not going out and popping off rounds anymore. I'm saving my stuff. There's anybody who knows anything about it knows that after Obama got elected, all the rednecks went out and bought up all the ammunition. You can't hardly find a .22 shell anymore. So anyway, we got an amorous bull down here, big old black Angus bull, saying hello to his girlfriend. But this is what I love. I get into a city, I get into a big, heavily populated area, and I just can't hardly think. And I think this is just a place for people like me. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that there's not a lot of people that can live in a place like this. Wyoming is the least populous state in the Union. There are fewer than 500,000 people, less than 500,000 people here. And in fact, these cows out here that you see running around, they outnumber humans 5 to 1. So, and they're pretty good company. They don't ask for much. They're fairly self-sufficient, and they are delicious. So anyway, I'm just kind of wasting some time. I hope I'm not wasting your time, but I know that some of my friends and my subscribers have, expressed some interest and said that they like it when I kind of show a little bit of where I live and that kind of thing. So, Italian Chappie, this one's for you, buddy. This video will show you a little bit about where I live, and hopefully someday you'll come to the United States and you'll visit us. And I'm just glad to hear that there's a few Europeans left that don't think we Americans are just a bunch of morons, and still would like to come here and visit. And there are some normal people. So Italian Chappie, anytime you want to come and visit, you just look me up. You drop me a PM, and I got a place you can stay. Come visit the United States. We'll show you some hospitality. Anyway, I think that's probably enough for me. I think I'm probably pushing my 10-minute limit, so I'm going to sit here and finish my beer. Don't give me any crap about drinking and driving. There's nobody else on the roads. I take a dirt road from my house all the way up here. So anyway, love y'all. Peace. God bless. Everybody should get out into the wilderness once in a while. Even if you're a city dweller, you ought to get out and see our national parks. You ought to get out and be awed and frightened and silenced momentarily in your busy lives, and kind of see how we used to live and how some of us still do live. Anyway, peace out. Talk to you soon.